So you people are now going to hear from Bill Maher.
I hate Bill Maher
and you're
now.
also going to hear from James Carville.
Oh, you're going to make me listen to James
So
Carville?
the two of them are going to tell you exactly what they think of the left. Here we go.
Oh, good God.
It's a lot what we were just saying before about people have to be able to talk to each other, even if you don't completely agree. The other person is not a deplorable. I get it. Like I would never.
Some
never.
of them are.
Of course they are. Some of them are.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, okay, but
yeah, that's true. And some people on the left are deplorable. I'm sorry.
I find the left to be just annoying.
Exactly.
They're more than just not important. It's just annoying.
Exactly.
In the Western far left is habitually the most stupid, naive people you can imagine. And they come up with these really goofy constructs, and it's all about feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, well, just feeling.
Let's assume the election was November the 3rd of this year.
Oh, Lord.
And they said the candidates are Joe Biden, the Democrat, Donald Trump, the Republican, Joe Manchin and Larry Hogan, no labels, and Cornel West. Trump would be a betting favorite.
Yes.
If I told you I would give you even money, you would not take that bet. All right? And so somebody better wake the fuck up.
I might take even money, but you're right. I'm totally on the same page. And I think I talked to Paul Begala today.
He told me, I saw him.
I think we're on the same page with Biden. Did a great service, but whereas in 2020, maybe he was the only one who could have beaten Trump, I think now he's the only one who will lose to him.
Tweedledum, but then it became the Three Stooges when you threw Paul Begala's name into the equation.
He's been a bootlicker.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you see, here's the thing. They always like to frame it in the perspective of they're talking about the woke left, but what they're really talking about is the labor left, because they know that that's what's driving this. That's what's driving people away from Joe Biden and the Democrats. They know that labor is growing strong, and you can't have, this is what we say about labor. You are either with the workers or you're with the shareholders. You have to make a decision.
Can't be both.
The Democratic Party has made it very clear that they, like the Republicans, are with shareholders. There is nobody with workers right now.
Well, the ultimate thing is that they are the shareholders.
That is true.
So, of course, they support shareholders. They are if you are one of the shareholders, not that we would get any sort of rules or regulations about insider trading in Congress, because that would be too unreasonable. But those are the people that are the shareholders. So, yeah, they're going to side with the shareholders.
And what they're basically saying is, why don't these people just get in line? Do you really want to risk Donald Trump getting back into the White House again? It's the same story as before.
I don't want that. I wanted Bernie in 2016. I kind of feel like anybody who got behind Hillary, I really do. It's funny that they somehow think that it was the Bernie people that kind of caused her to lose, or Jill Stein. If you were behind Hillary and you didn't see the writing on the wall then, and you didn't understand that Bernie was the answer, was the compromise, you are the problem. That's the problem. We offered you a good candidate. That's what's so frustrating. You were offered a good candidate.
The chickens are coming home to roost now in a way that people did not foresee at the time. It's like a lot of the things that happened over the course of the Clinton administration or the Reagan administration. Like the Reagan administration, you didn't feel it all at once. It came over time. The same was true with the Clinton administration and deregulation. The same was true with Bush and everything that came to a head in 07, 08.
How much of that do you think has to do with lack of access to information?
I think
because there was no internet either. So,
But therein lies, when you think about what Clinton did on the domestic side, remember the two worst presidents based on policy enactment, it's my opinion, George W. Bush on foreign policy and Bill Clinton on domestic policy.
See, we're very nonpartisan that way.
So when you look back at those particular policies that were passed, you have the crime bill, you have NAFTA, You have normal trade relations with China. You know what? Maybe
Telecom Act.
Is it
Stop banging.
is it-
Telecom Act.
is it time for Bill?
I don't know, but the Telecom Act was definitely why we're sitting here being demonetized. That's why we're in the shit we're in, Bill.
Yeah.
That is the problem. Now we said Bill, so now you guys know what's happening.
Well, it's been a while since I've been on the show, but since my name's been enacted, Jen, great to see you. I see Pete's over there. I'm kind of hungry,
Yeah,
that's why I came
stay
on
out of
board.
my stuff.
But I just wanted to remind you all that for any of you wondering right now why the information that you receive on a daily basis seems to be tainted in some way and very dishonest in terms of that information.
That's you.
Well, I did pass the Telecom Act of 1996,
Yes,
and things have never been the same ever since. I got very rich off that, though, I have to say.
You've gotten really rich off of Haiti too. Huh? We were just talking about Haiti. We were just talking about you and what you and your wife did to Haiti.
I hate Haiti.
Yeah, well, and they hate you. There you go.
I hate them just as much because they just didn't want to play ball. Hey, listen.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to help you with your money laundering. Is that part of the
if
problem?
that's what you want to call it.
That's what I call the Clinton Foundation. Is a money laundering operation.
We call it the Clinton Foundation because we're totally benevolent and being very considerate people to the less fortunate.
Yeah, that's what you are. You mean the deplorables?
Well, look, Hillary said that. I didn't say it, but I'm a little bit more politically correct in my lingo when I'm talking about the less fortunates of the world. But nevertheless, like I said, if you're looking at what's going on right now when it comes to the information or the lack thereof that you're getting in the news, it could be anything. It could be Ukraine. It could be.
You mean why people are ignorant and have no information whatsoever, and it's on purpose, though, right?
I did that.
Yeah.
So that's why the 96 Telecom Act, which will never be repealed. Remember, we had 55 major media companies in the country back then. Today you have 5. That's a big problem, wouldn't you say? Well, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. Like I said,
no, because you're a shareholder.
I'm a very big shareholder.
I am sure you are.
I have definitely let myself go in more ways than one. But remember, a lot of these problems, you could trace them back to me.
Yes, we do regularly. Thank you.
Well, like I said, I'm too far along at this point.
I voted for you twice.
I'm very happy you did.
I
might not have won if it weren't for your votes.
I'm sure.
The gullible liberals who actually believed that I was there to help them.
That was my first vote. 1992.
You never forget your first, Jen. Yeah, I've had that happen to me quite a few times. I'm sure you're all aware of that. So that, of course, is my statement for this evening. I know I haven't been here for a while, but I, of course, had to come on here and talk about the fact that Hillary decided to make an appearance.
A lot of them.
Yeah, she decided that she was going to go on with her. She went on with Jen Psaki.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I went by really quickly. Yeah. And then, of course, I had to get off of it because I cannot look at her. I'm sorry. She's just disgusting. She makes me sick. So I cannot stomach her. But I did. I saw her. What was she rearing her head about now?
Saying that Russia was at fault all over again. And that's what's going to cost the Democrats. See, of course, she's already starting it. You see, she can't accept the fact that, I won 4 elections in my lifetime, 4, major elections, 2 for governor, 2 for president. And
yeah, because ultimately at the end of the day, everyone who's met you says you're very likable. And she does not get that reaction. She's just not.
Honestly, if she just didn't take my name, she could have just stuck with Hillary Rodham. Who knows how far she would have gotten with that? Probably not as far.
I don't know. I don't know.
She's been taking too much credit for my work for far too long. But she did do quite a bit as first lady. They always said she was the most effective first lady ever. So she can kind of share the blame with me, right?
Who said that? Who's they? Who said that? Nobody said that.
I'm saying it because I don't want to take all the responsibility for all the terrible things that we did to this country. But remember, when you're swimming in cash the way that we are.
Neoliberal tears because I was a kid. Didn't know, really. Didn't, I was.
We're not living
I want to say I was 20. So I don't know. I can't even begin. And he played the saxophone on the Arsenio Hall show when I was a kid.
Can play the sax and then some. I'm a player, guys.
Oh yeah,
that more ways than one. You know that.
Yeah, we know that.
But remember,
because you've been to Epstein's Island.
I have been to a lot of places.
Oh, I know.
That you would talk about. So
Epstein's Island.
Here. I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth, and I always will.
You were on his plane 26 times.
I cannot recall ever being on a plane with that person who's no longer with us anymore.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
You mean the one who hanged himself?
He definitely decided that he just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
He was able to successfully complete a feat that has never been done in that prison ever before. But hey,
Fascinating.
there's a first for everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Even when it's right in your face, people are so propagandized they can't even admit that what they're seeing might actually be breaking that fourth wall. I'm coming for all of you people. Just remember, stay in school, learn what you can, become cogs in the machine, and don't ever question authority. It's not wise. It never really ends well, especially for those that process.
Who ran against? Oh, was it Bob Dole who ran against him? Was that
Mr.
who it was?
Dole.
In 96?
Yeah,
Was that what it was?
right.
That's why neoliberal tears, because it was Bob Dole and there was no third party. I don't think there was a third party.
There was the Reform Party, and Mr. Perot got 8% of the vote.
Right, but that wasn't the year that he had really.
No.
Right.
I
agree.
have to say to this day,
Because it was
Mr.
Bob
Perot.
Dole.
Mr. Perot, I will forever be grateful, and the Walton family for convincing you to run for president so I could sneak in there past George H.W. Bush. It was a great time.
Well, at least he could read.
I
wish he had taught his son to read.
I think
because that would have been interesting. If he could read, then maybe he would have read The Reasons Not to Invade Iraq.
It's kind of amazing how the country goes from me to George W. Bush and from Obama to Donald Trump.
I don't see why it's exactly what happens. Neoliberalism leads to fascism. That's how it goes. It's exactly what happens.
Are you saying we're the baddies?
I'm saying you're a neoliberal tool.
Well, I can't compete with that. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.